Guys, your favorite chiropractors back to talk to you. Dr. Matt, Dr. Zach, Vertebros in the house. All right. So today we wanted to touch on, well, you keep on hearing people say, just be you. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you, some of you actually need to fix you. All right. So just being you, giving yourself permission to be in pain or dysfunction is not okay. There's plenty of excuses of why people say, you know what, this is who I am, right? So they'll live with back pain, they'll live with stomach issues and headaches because of lots of excuses. What are some of the excuses, Dr. Zach?
Yeah, some excuses that people have are sometimes it says, oh, it's my genetics. My dad had lower back pain, so therefore I have lower back pain. Or my family had heart disease, so therefore I'm automatically going to have that. And to be fair, there is some component of that, right? I mean, we do have different genes, and that can affect certain things too. But a lot of it comes down to a lot of just choices that we make on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And things that just don't happen overnight, but add up to over a long period of time. And people they think of this is always just the way it is because that's the way it's always been.
Yeah. Obviously, choices are going to make a huge difference. You know, if Dr. Zach's dad had low back pain, well, what did he do for a living every single day? And what type of habits did he have? If you have different habits and different or different things that you do at your work, obviously it's going to influence your spine differently. So another excuse people will say is like, well, I'm just getting older, and old age causes all of my problems, which I think is always so ridiculous. Because if you take two people, right, one person's 50 and the other person's 50, well, why is this 50-year-old in much better shape than the person who's in rough shape at 50, right? So we know that the choices that you make are going to be influential, obviously, on your health. I know you're like, duh, of course that's the case. But so many times people get caught in this idea that it's just what I am, it's just what I got to live with. And you don't have to. When it comes to people dealing with pain, right, well, they seek out different doctoring for things, right? Dr. Zach, we were actually, before we did this video, was talking about how people like, fix me, right? Well, why don't you elaborate on that a little bit, Dr. Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of times, whether it's talking about chiropractic or you go to see your medical doctor, physical therapy, you go there because you have a problem, right? And they're like, well, this doctor is absolutely going to fix me. Right? Whether it's by giving me a medication, I'm going to have a surgery to fix this problem. We're going to seek out chiropractic care for adjustments for lower back pain and that as well. And, there's lots of different ways that, I guess, out there, a lot of different medical methods to help try to fix any problem there as well. But when it relates back to chiropractic, the way in which we work on that is we assess different areas. We use the nerve and muscle scans, x-rays to figure out exactly why this problem is going on. Then we can perform adjustments in those areas to allow your body to be able, for the nerves to function better, for the joints to move better, ultimately too, you feel better and you function better too. It can help with a lot of different issues that people have going on too. So
yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of times people think fix me means turn the light switch of health on, right? Health isn't the light switch. You can't just turn it on and turn it off. Health is something you have to continuously do. So when you have a problem and you say, Doc, please fix me, we're thinking too much in a format of get rid of my pain rather than how do I actually make myself not just survive, but how do I thrive? Chiropractic is at the center of that because when we work with the spine and the nervous system, that's the system that runs everything. And if you want to thrive and not just survive, you got to keep chiropractic into your health plan. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week.